Hi, I'm going to talk about an Electrostick. The Electrostick is a device which I've created based on an earlier model of the electroscope. The electroscope was a lot more bulkier, it's weighed more, it's used more battery power, and it's not as portable as this smaller device. I'm going to give you a demonstration and show how it works, and the whole idea of this instrument is that you can move it about in a room and you can go to certain locations of the room and you can check for acceleration or deceleration in various locations. And it's not so much the actual level of meter reading what I'm concerned about, but the way it lowers itself and then rises based on acceleration or deceleration. If you go towards something which is emitting static, it will either rise rapidly or it will fall rapidly, and this is what I'm concerned about. If it does that, then at the end of the day I know there's something causing it. And the thing is, once you realise there's something which is causing this meter to behave erratically, and this is a word I'm really looking for, you know, some erratic level of meter reading, which will indicate that there's some activity in a certain part of the room. And by moving backwards and forwards in that locality, I'm able to ascertain where this activity may be. And this does not offer conclusive proof that there's a ghost there, but if you use it intelligently and work out that there's something causing it to fluctuate, you then can work on that certain area of the room, and you can use, you know, things like camera, digital well, not a digital thermometer, but just check for temperature variations and things like that. So once you know a location which is causing it to behave erratically, then you can more or less ascertain that there's something in that room which is causing that to happen. So I'm going to talk about this device a bit more. What I've done, I've put a potentiometer at the back, and it's a variable resistor in a way, because the trouble is with the battery when it's full power, it causes the meter to accelerate far too quickly. I don't want it to accelerate that quick. I want it to accelerate slowly. So it's not really the level of meter reading what I'm concerned about. It's the way it fluctuates. So by altering this potentiometer, I can decrease the speed what this meter's rising. And apart from that, I've got another device which enables me to move about in a dark room, because if you can imagine a room which is absolutely black, which is meant to be haunted, how do you see the meter reading? You can say, well, okay, you know, I could have a backlight on it, but the thing is, with a backlight, it's going to start using battery consumption, and this is what I don't want, because with the early model, the electroscope, it just drained battery in no time. So the thing is with this, you can leave it on for a very, very long time and it won't sap any power. Now, by putting this on here, this is a jack which I've connected to the device, and I've had to drill it out, put this jack in, and it works directly from the 9-volt battery. And this is the light. The light is a USB light which connects onto your computer. So this at one time had a USB connection where I've got the jack, and at this end, at the head, there was a circuitry which allowed an LED display. Now, I didn't quite understand how it works, so I just ripped it out. I drilled the hole a bit larger, and I inserted a larger LED. Now, this LED is 3 volts, so I've had to put a resistor which will lower the 9-volt voltage, which will then allow this to work. So I've also shortened it as well, so you've got a portable light which you can add on to it. So by putting it here, you can see it lights up. which means that you can just read the meter. Okay, I'm going to take this off because we've got good enough illumination here. Now, by switching it on, it's reading about 141, 139, but I'm going to put this on here. I'm not sure if you can read the meter. I'm going to put the backlight. Yeah, okay. So I've got illumination now. Now something's even happening now, which is a little bit strange. It seems to be bobbing up and down. I wonder if there is any activity here. But anyway, the point is, I'm just here to demonstrate it. So if I have a cone which is statically charged, if I move towards the device, you can see it alters. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this variation in meter reading to indicate that there's something causing that meter to rise or fall. Even if I hold the cone here and I move backwards and forwards, I think you may be able to even see meter reading here as well. I think the light's gone off, has it? No, it's not, it's still on. Okay, so I'm just going to walk backwards and forwards and just see if anything happens. At the other end of the workshop, that's gone right down now. Move the cone away, it climbs up again. We're even getting a reading about here as well. And I bet it would even pick me up. £147, £145. So it's making a bit of a difference here, and this is about, what, 2.5 feet, 3 feet. Okay, well that's basically all I want to do, is to show it you're working. I've got a different case where I've put this in, but that's really immaterial because it's the device itself which I want to show working. Well, thank you very much for watching anyway. Thank you.